We want to welcome you to the very first edition of Primetime Sportz. My name is Jared Oliver and I'll be your host for today. Now let me give you a little background of what Primetime Sportz is about. Primetime Sportz consists of videographers, photographers, and volunteer students who pretty much bring you coverage from around college campuses. So let's jump right into it and get to some primetime. Now yesterday the men's college basketball team went up against the Georgia College Bobcats. Let's check out some highlights from last night's game.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Let's just say that the team worked pretty well together, with Ryan Harrell leading the way with 27 points. Ryan Hunter should be one proud coach based upon this being the first exhibition game of the season. The teams will go up against some heavy hitters this upcoming season, and we will be bringing you coverage and updates from each and every one of them. Before the game started, we caught up with a few of the basketball players, one of them being Jeremy Hollowell.
Jeremy Hollowell is a guy that transferred to Georgia State University after playing 2 seasons at Indiana. Although we will not be able to see him play this year, we look forward to him having a great couple of seasons.
Jeremy Hollowell is an exceptional student athlete on and off the court. He transferred to Georgia State after playing 2 seasons at Indiana.
It's a real different environment coming from Indiana. It's a nice city though, I like the city.
He will not be able to play this year, but we will know he will make an impact for the Georgia State basketball team.
Fortunately, I got to sit out this year, but just being here, being around the guys, trying to be a leader to them, and show them different things coming from a higher level to a lower level.
He's known RJ since he was in the 3rd grade, and they both hail from the same high school, Lawrence Central in Indianapolis, Indiana.
It's a ship I had with the both of them, knowing RJ since the 3rd grade, him and Coach Hunter, so I knew coming here it'd be the best fit for me.
Indiana is a major powerhouse basketball program. Jeremy Hollowell picked up on a few tips that he can use for Georgia State basketball.
You gotta bring it every day. You gotta give it your all every day.
Reporting from the Georgia State Sports Arena, Marcus Green, Primetime Sportz.
Now, let's not forget about our Lady Panthers. They've been practicing just as hard as the men, if not harder. Now, of course, their first exhibition game was last week, but player Miriam Hanoun gives us some insight on how she prepared for this upcoming season.
Miriam Hanoun tells us that she prepared for this basketball season by playing for the national team of Israel. So what should we expect from this guard?
She worked on her stroke and other parts of her offensive game during the offseason.
So I try to keep myself in shape and try to work on my shots a lot, get better.
When it comes to getting more playing time, she's just taking it one step at a time.
I try to be in rotation. Last year I didn't play as much, and so my goal is to play this year and be as much as possible in the rotation.
She wants to bring energy and style to the game.
First thing I would like to bring for this team, energy, and I think I play different, so probably my style can help the team.
She has a go big or go home mentality as she has her eyes set on the championship. Devon Scarlett, coming from GSU Sports Arena, Primetime Sportz.
Morgan Jackson, who played in 59 games with 10 starts in her first 2 seasons at GSU, is excited about working with her team this year. She's outstanding in the classroom and on the court as well. Holding the 3-point GPA, she's definitely setting the standards high.
This sharpshooter, to say the least, Morgan Jackson, number 21, is a veteran of 59 games and 10 starts for the Panthers. In her 2 years here, she's become a leader and she looks to rub that off in the upcoming season. An outstanding student athlete is setting the expectation high. Energized and geared up for a winning year, forward number 21 Morgan Jackson is expecting big things for this upcoming season.
We expect to win a lot more games. We've been showing a lot more energy, so we're ready for it.
After finishing in 6th place in the Sun Belt Conference last year, she tells us that the team is focused and working on playing better together.
We're playing together, we're playing harder. It looks a lot better in practice.
We're having a lot of fun playing together, is how she explained it. Fun that will hopefully take them all the way.
I think we're having a lot more fun.
Reporting from the Sports Arena, I'm Romero de la Fuente for Primetime Sportz.
Who's ready for baseball? Well, it's right around the corner. Our very own Rashad Milligan introduces us to infielder Caden Bailey.
All right, for Primetime Sportz TV, I'm Rashad Milligan. I'm here with senior team leader and infielder Caden Bailey. Caden, how you feeling?
Good today. How are you doing?
That's great. I'm awesome. Now, my first question is, you had a fairly successful junior year. You had a handful of clutch hits. Tell me, what do you expect your senior year?
Well, I expect more wins this year than last year. But team-wise, I would say we got to keep doing the same thing we're doing. You know, we got to keep practicing day in, day out. As far as goes for me, I look to be more of a leader. And these young guys we got in with the recruiting class we have, they don't need much guidance. You know, it's more, they all know how to play the game. They all, you know, they're out there for a reason. And so I just look to be, you know, more of a role model, you know, to them, you know, with the work ethic and things of that nature, rather than, you know, nitpicky stuff, because they all know what they're doing. But as far as team goals, I think we want more wins. Basically, that's it.
Okay, and like as you mentioned earlier, you guys have a lot of new faces. You have one of the top recruiting classes, as you mentioned. The recruiting class is great. Tell me, how important are these early season practices and workouts to get that team chemistry going before 2015?
It is. It's really important. It's important to get that chemistry, because during the season, you know, lineups out there. It's not time for that. You know, in the fall is very important. You know, that you get your identity as a team down and you get to meet everybody. And I couldn't ask for a better group of guys. All the younger guys are jumping right in, no problem. JUCO transfers, a lot of talent.
And my last question is, you guys have the talent and everything. What do you guys need to do to take that next step and get to where your neighbors at Kennesaw State was last year at the College World Series?
It's it. Once you got the talent, you got to buy in. Once you buy into what we're trying to do here at Georgia State, you know, with the coaches, buy into what they want you to do, what your role as a player on the team is. That's all, and then all the chemistry and everything else comes together. I think once you buy into the same common goal and all work for the same purpose, I think everything else comes together.
Okay. And lastly, what's your favorite dance, if you have one?
My favorite dance?
Your favorite dance?
I'm not much of a dancer. I don't know if you call what I do much dancing, but my favorite dance, I don't know. It'd probably have to just be the moonwalk, you know, if that's a dance, you know, just a classic, you know.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
All right, Caden, thanks very much.
All right, thank you.
Caden Bailey, Primetime Sportz TV, we're out.
Georgia State wide receiver Donovan Harding is having one of the best seasons of his career. Against Georgia Southern University, he had 11 receptions for 186 yards, along with 4 touchdowns. Our very own Darian Amos decided to speak with Donovan.
Here with Donovan Harding right now. Donovan, how do you feel about going into this game?
I feel really confident. That's how I always feel going into every game. Seems like our team's really actually finally ready to win. Everybody's getting tired of hearing the same thing over and over. So we're going to finally try to put all cylinders together, offense, defense, special teams, and come out with a win this week.
How do you feel about going to tie the record up? Touchdown record.
I mean, I don't worry too much about that, but it's a good feeling. It's a blessing. I'm just happy to make my parents proud. It's the most important thing, probably. But I mean, it's exciting because I'm actually pretty good friends with Albert, and Albert was a great player. So just to be able to be in the same category as him is actually a good feeling. So.
Think you can break the record?
Yeah, I think I can. I think I can manage it.
Yeah, you did it well these past 2 games. Did well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Donovan. No problem. Look forward to a good win this weekend.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Not only has there been a lot happening in the college sports, but also there's been a lot going on in the professional field as well. This past Sunday, the Denver Broncos went into a snowing Gillette Stadium where they faced the New England Patriots. The Patriots dominated the Broncos, winning 43-21. Peyton Manning finished the game going 34 out of 57 for 438 yards and with 2 touchdowns, along with wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders when finishing the game with 10 receptions and 151 yards. Quarterback for the New England Patriots went 33 out of 53 for 333 yards with 4 touchdowns. Also, tight end Rob Gronkowski finished the game with 9 receptions, 105 yards, and 1 touchdown. All right, here we have one of our sports analysts, Kayla Artis. How you doing, Kayla? Welcome to the show.
I'm good. how are you?
I'm good. We want to talk about a little bit of the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots about their matchup this previous Sunday. Looking at this loss, do you believe that New England is the new favorite in the AFC to make a run to the Super Bowl?
Oh, 100%. I mean, if you watch the game, I'm telling you, Brady just killed it, the Patriots. I mean, it was almost sad to watch if you're really looking at it. And I just feel like the Broncos, they can't keep up. They have a big game and they choke, basically.
That's a very good answer. I also agree as well, which means now Tom Brady is now 11-5 against Peyton Manning. What do you think that means for each of their legacies?
Honestly, I think Brady, his legacies just keep coming up, and it's sad to say, I feel like Manning, I feel like he's running out of time. I feel like the time, is ticking. One Super Bowl ring, that's it. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah, definitely. Considering the fact that they're running out of time, I believe that the Denver Broncos have to find a way to win big games. They definitely choked and had a catastrophe in the Super Bowl against Seattle. And, of course, this is a big game with the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. I believe they have to find a way to win big games and to capitalize when it really counts.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's all we have here. Thank you for tuning in to our first edition of Primetime Sportz. My name is Jared Oliver.
And I'm Kayla Artis.
Same time, same place. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter.